When B was born in December, everything was great. She was a little bit jaundiced, and then it wasn't until her 2-month pediatrician appointment that we brought up that the whites of her eyes looked a little yellow. Later that week, she was diagnosed with a very rare liver disease called biliary atresia.
As a child, Chamoda was smart, very smart.
You know, his faith was a big part of him.
September 25th, 2014. On his way to football practice, somebody turned in front of him on a motorcycle. She said she didn't see him.
Luke always liked to do stuff anonymously. He wasn't there for the big prize or the recognition. He did it because it made him feel good. We found out that Luke was injured, got a phone call. There had been an accident, and the chopper was called in.
Things were going really good, and it seemed like I got the job that I really wanted, and then 2004, I got sick. They told my wife that I got to maybe put him in hospice or something, and she's like, oh no, we're not doing that.
We don't really know what's gonna happen, and it could have been that she doesn't come out of surgery. So it was just a really real moment, the three of us together saying a little prayer before we went to surgery, and then kind of went into it as like, we got this, we're gonna do it, it's gonna be fine. Within 24 hours, the color had drained, her eyes were white, her smile was bright, and now she's 16 months, she's walking around, she's sassy as ever. She's so inspiring, and we are just so thankful.
Chamoda had already had it on there to be an organ donor, so I thought it was important to honor his request.
Even in his passing, he was still giving.
He inspired me to become an organ donor again.
And that if we can save a life, that's what it's about. That could be our daughters, that could be our family right now that need a organ or tissue. So you don't know how it will affect your life.
I was laying in bed one Saturday morning, about 4:30 the phone rang, and I picked up the phone and they said, hey, we have a heart for you.
We didn't even really talk about it. When they came to us, about donating, we just said yes. Knew that's what Luke would want.
I could breathe. I was like, finally take a deep breath. I was like, wow. For a long time, I just had to sit and wonder, like we wanted to write a letter, but I wanted to wait a little bit because I didn't, they lost their son.
Just happened to check my email one day, said attaches your letter from Luke's heart recipient, and I went to my knees. I knew I would meet him.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, we've kind of all bonded as a family because we are family now.
And every time she meets Bill now, she's still got that stethoscope
in hand. Like I was saying, hi mom, hi mom, hi mom.
Well, you should be an organ donor. It saves people's lives. It saved me, and it saves others.
People have to make that decision to think outside of themselves. I think the more that LifeCenter, or the more that any organ donor can spread that message, the more of an impact it'll have. That the impossible can be possible, and it will be.